This podcast is sponsored by Shewee.
Stand up and take control.
A Shewee is a portable urination device for women that allows women to urinate whilst they're standing or sitting without removing their clothes. So it keeps them private. It's a very simple and hygienic way of urinating when perhaps you're in a situation if there isn't a toilet or the toilet is disgusting.
Okay, and how did it come about? It seems a very simple invention. Hasn't somebody done one of these before?
Well, I designed the Shewee about 6 years ago in 1999. I was at university studying product design, but my main aim was to make it easier when I was travelling around Europe, because you don't know what toilets are going to be available, whether there'll be the squat holes in the ground, whether they'll be dirty, whether there'll be any available. You don't know where you're going to be when you're backpacking, so it's something that was light and fitted into your pocket, and to give the girls freedom that the men have always got. Walk into a toilet, don't need to touch anything, be quick, speedy and away, and keep everything clean.
Excellent. So just describe the actual device itself, if you would.
The Shewee is a plastic funnel about 7 inches long and about an inch wide. It looks very similar to a really, really, really tiny toilet seat, so it slides into the top of your thighs on the outside of your bits. Nice and smooth, and then the outlet pipe comes out of your trousers or out of your pants and gives you a little bit of length, so you can direct the urine away from your feet or into a toilet or into a bottle.
Okay, so it's not very big. I mean, it's a fairly discreet-looking device. You can get that quite easily into a small bag or so on, couldn't you?
Yes, and it comes in a resealable bag, so once you've used it, you give it a shake, and it will be dry because it's got liquid repellent plastic on the inside. It'll be dry, and you can put it in the resealable bag for use later, and every so often you can give it a wash. It goes in your washing machine at home, or if you're somewhere and you're having a shower, just rinse it out. You can use it forever.
Excellent. So who's using this then? I mean, it's obviously been on sale for a while now.
Yeah, it's been on sale since 2005. We're selling it to anybody who's outdoorsy and adventurous, so anything from a sailor to a skier, walkers, runners, people who are going away and they don't know if there's going to be a toilet or if, like I said, if it's going to be not very nice.
So really it's sort of an ideal device for an active outdoors woman or a traveller who might need something like this in an emergency situation.
Yeah, a traveller or even the family woman. If you wanted to have one in your car, you know that it's there. If you were stuck in a traffic jam, you could use it. But if you're a backpacker, it's very light. It's under 10 grams, so it's nothing extra to add to your backpack. You've just got the security of the comfort of home in your pocket.
Well, I know we've met before at a trade show, and as a result of that, all the females in my family have got them, and that actually has completely changed their outdoor activities. In particular, as you mentioned, backpacking, the late night visits to the loo when you're in a cold tent, and also the concerns these days about ticks and germs and so on from bugs rather in the outdoors.
Yeah, it's very useful in that respect. You may not think that you won't be embarrassed to squat, which is fine. Lots of us have done that for many years. But it's the weather. If it's cold, it takes much longer and you'll lose the heat from your backside. But if it's hot and there's ticks around or there's stinging nettles or there's animals that might come around and about, and like you said, in the tent at night, it's great now. You don't have to think, I've got to get up and trek even just to the outside of the tent. You can just kneel up in your sleeping bag and go into a bottle and get rid of the urine in the morning. So it's much more comfortable to have a Shewee. It's not necessarily the embarrassment factor. It's just the comfort.
Well, it definitely makes it as easy for a woman, I can see now, as it does a guy in those sort of situations. So, without being too embarrassing, how do you actually use it? I mean, it's not a hands-free device, is it?
No, you need one hand, and what you do is imagine a funnel. You need to pull down the zipper on your trousers and pull your pants either down or to the side, and make sure it's sitting on the outside of your body. Hold it with one hand, not too firmly, but just so it's in the right place. You might want to practice the first time at home, over the toilet at home, or even in the shower, so you know where the flow's going. Once you've got it in place, let yourself go, do what you need to do, and then at the end you can use the funnel to wipe, because obviously we won't have tissues or whatever. Give it a shake and pop it back in the resealable bag.
I presume you don't expose yourself very much when doing this, so it would be ideal for somebody if they were travelling, say, perhaps in a foreign country where they would feel a bit vulnerable if they were exposing themselves. No real exposing taking place, is there? No,
none at all, even less than a man, because you will still turn your back to other people if they were about. and from the front, the Shewee covers your modesty, and yeah, so you can just obviously see the urine coming out into the toilet or onto the floor, but that's it.
Excellent. And now I believe it's reached great heights. The Shewee is selling all over the world, but even going to the top of the world.
Yes, the best one recently. I feel like my little baby has climbed Everest, because we've had the first one go to the top of Everest and help the lady up there, and obviously that circumstance was the fact that it was freezing cold and she wasn't dropping anything for anyone. So the first one went to Everest, and they're manufactured in the UK, but we're now distributing to America and New Zealand, and a couple of months' time we're going to start distributing to Australia. So we've got Shewee USA, Shewee NZ and Shewee AU.
And you're very environmentally aware as well, aren't you?
Yes, what we have done is we've designed the Shewee to be in white natural polypropylene, and the reason for that is that's the best plastic to recycle. So if you're going to throw it away, it can be recycled. It also comes in cardboard packaging, so that the cardboard, unlike the blister pack, the cardboard can be recycled, because we know you're not going to take the packaging with you up Everest or backpacking. You only need the little resealable bags that it comes in, and because it's reusable, we don't have any waste. You can even pop the resealable bag into the wash and give that a wash every so often, so that it's all fresh and clean for each trip.
It's been a few years now since you've designed it, and it's now gaining more momentum. I've seen the name mentioned on countless forums around the world for outdoors people, particularly outdoors women. Has it been as successful as you thought it would be?
Yes, it has. It's great. I think because Shewee tells you what it does, people are almost saying, I'm going for a Shewee. I'm just quickly going for a Shewee. I'm going to take my Shewee with me. And it's been great. I've had over 52 mentions in the first year in press, free publications, people chatting about it. It's obviously something that maybe was embarrassing in the past, but I've brought it to women. It's not necessarily fun, but it's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's an innocent product that we all need, and all the magazines are talking about it, and I've managed to get quite a lot of TV and radio publication as well. So we just need enough people to keep talking about Shewee, and hopefully every girl will have one just in case she needs it. It can be used as a disposable product after each holiday because of the price, or it can be kept forever. So once you've got one, it's good to have in your bag and just know you've got the security of it with you.
If you're looking to purchase a Shewee or retail the product, more information can be found at www.shewee.com.
Stand up and take control.
This podcast is produced and hosted by The Outdoors Channel. Find out how easy it is to subscribe to all our podcasts by visiting theoutdoorschannel.co.uk.